What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing how you can achieve this curl. Yeah. You like what you see? Okay, and keep watching because it is the easiest thing ever. I literally used 3 things. I feel like it looks good with every type of hair and like long, short, middle part, side part. It'll just look good on everyone. So I'm excited to share it with you all. I'm going to be sharing tips and tricks, things that I've learned along the way. I've learned so much, I feel like, especially through like Miss USA and prepping and other people doing my hair. I just learned tips that I'm excited to share with you. So I am excited to get started. Are y'all ready? Let's do this. All right, this is what my hair is looking like before. This is me taking a shower, air drying it, blow drying it, and then sleeping on it. So this is what it looks like, and now I'm just going to curl it. And it's so easy, so quick, and I just have 3 products that I use. So the first one is my wet brush. If you guys do not own a wet brush, and if you follow me on Instagram, you already know that I've been preaching this for a long time, but my girlfriend introduced this to me in college because I would always tear up whenever I would brush my hair. I had such a tender head, I still do, and this wet brush is amazing. I not only love it like for wet hair, but also for dry hair, especially after I style it, just because I feel like it doesn't totally pull out curls, it just kind of gently brushes through them. So I love the wet brush. Wet, dry, curly, straight, anytime. I also have a little travel size in my purse. So I love this thing. I'll link it down in the information section of this video. You just can't even have too many. Just love them so much. The other one is this T3 curling iron. I'm using the 1.25 barrel. And what I love about this curling iron is that, first of all, it heats up very, very fast, which I appreciate. But it really curls the hair fast too. So I can feel like I can kind of zoom through everything at a much quicker pace than with another curling iron. I also like this one because I can change the barrel size. So I have 3 different barrel sizes, and they're really easy to interchange. So if you are traveling and you're wanting to do different hairstyles, I feel like this is a great thing to have in your suitcase. And it's cute. It's cute too. And then for like a final touch, I have the Redken Dry Texture Finishing Spray. I do really like this. Yeah, I need help. I do really like this finishing spray. It has 3 different little nozzles, so when you spray it, it's not very direct. It's kind of, it widens. So I like how that does that, so I'm not like spraying direct spots on my hair, just kind of miss my whole hair. So I really do like this. I'll link it below too. So, are we ready? Let's do this. I'll try to talk through every single part of it, but obviously if you guys have like detailed questions, just comment them in the comment section of this video. But what I'm first going to do is you're just going to part your hair where you want it. Right now I'm going to do a side part. Then I split it into 2 parts from the back side. And then I always start with my left with this side. I don't know why. And I also start with the back. My biggest tip for curling hair is to make sure that you have long sections, not wide sections. So I always try to put my finger, like my thumb like this, and kind of push up on my hair to make sure I'm getting long sections instead of like grabbing just a chunk on the top. Does that make sense? Just long instead of wide. I was taught this during my like Miss USA prep, and it changed my life. I was like, what? I was doing it wrong for so long. So now that I have my section, I'm just taking my curling iron. Again, I don't leave it on for that long because it is super hot. So I'm going to kind of show you quickly what I do. But just curl it regular. I start from the top, the root, to kind of straighten out any like little weird crimps that I have in the hair. And then I stop midway through and start curling. And stop and curl and stop and curl. And then I hold it for a few seconds, and then I just completely let it go, like straight down. The way that you release, sorry, my phone is like on this charger. The way that you release your hair has a lot to do with the way it will look. So if you're releasing it in a funky way, the curl will kind of come out differently. And I can show you other ways to release it to like get even a tighter ringlet if you want. I feel like it looks really good with long hair. which I haven't touched my hair in like a year with color or cut, so I need to get on that. But anyway, I like just release straight down just so the curl is kind of the way I want. So I have another long section right here. I'm straightening it down to the middle, and then I curl, let some go, curl again, and then I kind of leave just maybe like a ½ inch or an inch out at the bottom, and then I release straight down. Another thing that I really like about this curling iron is that the cord is crazy long. Like, it's still going. It's so long, which, man, it makes such a big difference. So you can kind of like curl your hair wherever. I love that about it. You also always want to curl away from your face. So I'll show you what that means, but it just helps frame your face a little bit. So let me show you. So on this piece, like instead of curling it this way and turning it this way, I am curling it away. So like I'm putting this away from my face. And that means that it's just going to frame your face a little bit more and kind of stay out of your way. If it was curled the other way, I feel like it would kind of all gravitate towards your face, which would be quite annoying. So that's what it looks like without styling it or anything. This is kind of what those curls look like. Like they're cute. They're not like, obviously after you brush them through with your fingers and stuff, they're going to become a lot more relaxed. But right now I just want them to cool the way that they are. So I'm just going to let them be. And then head to the other side here. Make sure I have all the back hair. I'm just going to do the same thing I did over here, but you're going to curl it the different way, because over here you're curling away from your face this way, and now you're curling it away from your face the other way. So if you guys are new to curling your hair, this is like, I remember first learning this and it was such a weird thing. I was like, okay, I had to really, really think through it. But do it 10 times and you'll start getting the hang of it for sure. Good little long layer right there. Got him. I'm feeling baby kicks right now. If you guys are new here and don't follow me on Instagram, I got a 34-week baby in my belly. I love feeling her kick. It's my favorite thing ever. For these top front ones, I typically go through a little bit afterwards too to just make sure that all the crimps are out, but I do go up instead of to the side. So I'm doing the exactly same thing, still away from my face, but just like up on top of my head instead of on the side of my head, which I feel like gives it a little bit more vavoom, some volume. So there's some crimps here. So I typically kind of like go through it. I'm gonna be careful and look out the mirror, but I kind of go through it like that and just kind of straighten it on top. Same with this side, I'll go back and like straighten some pieces, just like putting the barrel on top of my hair, just to kind of straighten it out a little bit. And then I let it cool for a little bit. So at this point in my routine, I'm typically like now moving on to some makeup things just to kind of let the heat like simmer and for it to kind of cool off a little bit. One other thing that I do like about this is that it leaves the texture of your skin silkier than other curling irons that I've used, which is something that I noticed right away. I was like, this is an interesting, like it's a totally different texture. Because another one of my curling irons that I love is Conair, and I will link that here too. It's like a fraction of the price, and it does give the same look of a curl. It just leaves a different texture to it. I don't know what it is. It's a little bit drier, I guess. I don't really know, but this one definitely keeps your hair shiny looking. So here is what I do to style this baby. So the first thing I do, like this is what it looks like right after I curl it. And here's what I do. It's so groundbreaking. So first thing I do is kind of run through my fingers like this through it and rub my hair like this. Kind of break up the curls a little bit, make them a little bit more fun, kind of like give yourself like a scratch on the head like you're a dog or something. It's honestly like the only way I can explain that. So now that you did that, this is already what it looks like. It looks totally different, I feel like. Then I go in with some texture spray and I'll like lift some of the pieces and just go in. Do you see how like wide this texture spray sprays? It's like way wide and like more misty than some of the other hairsprays or other texture sprays that I've used. It's because of the three nozzles. It's very nice. So kind of go away from my face, get that texture going, wake it up a little bit. Then I typically do like throw my head over and do the same like little rubbing thing. Like that. And then your hair is just like way more voluptuous. I know that this is kind of weird, but like if I'm heading out somewhere and I feel like my hair is flattened, that's like one of the first things I do is I'll like flip my hair over, rub it like that, and then just kind of like flip it back up and be like, okay, I feel like I'm feeling better now, because I feel like with weather, depending on where you live, it can just really get bogged down and thin and just, you know, not as voluptuous. So if there are any spots, like sometimes at the ends, I'll do some wet brushes, kind of like play around with it, brush out really whatever you feel like you want to or what you feel like needs to be kind of blended in a little bit more. Sometimes that for me is on the top or like on the very bottoms or something. Just kind of brush through it here and there. And then, yeah, you're like ready to go. Super quick and easy. All right, so that is the finished look. Some fun curls going on over here. I feel like it looks just as good with the middle part too, or whatever side part you've got going on. And it feels so smooth and soft still, which I love. So yeah, I am gonna be linking everything on the bottom of this post. I'm gonna be linking the wet brush, a couple of curling irons that I love, including this T3, this exact texturizing spray, and I'll look through my goodies to see if there's other things that I really love to use. But those are my main three that I typically use on a daily basis. If you liked this video and want to hang out with me a little bit more, I would love that. If you guys would just hit the subscribe button, it would mean the world. And I'll see you next time.